Wrong, wrong, wrong. The faithful are wrong again, and another win for the traitors. And the traitors will soon meet. And will either of the rejoining players become traitors? And how are the faithful reacting to tonight's events? How sure are they that they're able to actually navigate their way to the right path? Let's go check on them.
Yeah. So, anyways,
So we think it's Phil.
I haven't talked to Matt, so maybe that's just why he did that. I haven't had any conversations with Matt at all,
Yeah.
except
And
for maybe.
you don't give me that vibe at all, Stick.
I'm gonna say this again. I hated you, Stick, and season. No, I didn't really hate you. You were a pain in my ass, but I learned so much about you. Stick is gonna say shit as she sees it, and you deal with it. It doesn't mean shit. She's got the courage to speak her mind. Period.
Yeah.
So you're a faithful Stick in my mind.
I really think
Likewise, Anthony.
it was a big eye opener for you, Anthony, to say that about the dog thing, like I just said before.
I,
Like that to me, really, you really have to be desperate or disgusting to
shame. I honestly shame on him
right,
if he said that
right.
for a game. There's
And
ways to dodge that question. You could just say uh-huh or nod or like, yeah,
yeah,
I get
or
you.
I don't swear on people's lives.
Exactly. And I never would expect someone to say that back to me if
Right.
they didn't
Unless
mean
they
it.
meant it.
There's ways to deflect and say,
Yeah.
I hear you, Anthony, on that. Yeah. Right. So
No,
that's all I had to go on. It was
I
between the
guess
two
that
of
now
them.
we're
And
back to square one though, because
I'll say this though: whoever the traitors are, by throwing out Patrice and murdering him, they were definitely trying to point a finger at Jonathan because of his
right,
previous.
yeah,
right.
So, I mean, we have to think about how the traders are thinking as well as how us as faithfuls are going to come together and do that. So, I would start, I don't know, they'll probably deflect and start not talking about Jonathan as much now.
yeah, yeah, for
I
sure.
wanted to give him the chance to defend himself when I started the conversation. Like I did, like I hope people wasn't making an accusation against him. It was really just everyone was talking about it, so I wanted to give him a chance to try and explain himself with that. And honestly, like he is pretty convincing. He did convince me more than unfortunately Tina tonight.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it was either one of them, but I also had no idea. Like, I just don't, I feel dumb because I feel like in these things, I usually have some kind of like ideas and I just don't know. Like, I don't know if people are like really, really good at what they're doing, but I just don't know. Um,
I think we're all there right now, there, Brad.
Mhm.
yeah,
Guys, I think we should try and jump around a little bit and speak to as many people as you can, right? Because
Yeah, we're
we
unlimited time.
are
We
not
are.
doing great. So
Fine.
I'm just going to jump
2 minutes
to
to
my
go.
room.
Oh shit. I just asked for
See you
help.
guys in
What
a
am I
bit.
doing? Ah, no, breakout rooms. Choose breakout room.
I'm alone. Why am I alone?
You're
Brad,
not
how
my friend
are
Daniel.
you?
Oh, it's been an evening and a day.
I know. I just almost cried because I feel so bad. Obviously, like it's at the end of the day, it's a game, but it felt really crappy. Like the first time with Caleb, like at least there was a split vote, but like I don't know, that just felt. I've never played a game before, so I didn't realize how.
Yeah, she's pretty passionate, and I again having hosted her, I can now say like that's how she does. And it's like, wow. And that's how she plays. Like she plays all out. And usually, unfortunately, we've hosted her. It's almost a joke because like she's played our game like 4 or 5 times and she always goes out pre-jury because she goes so hard and it just because it
Gotcha,
just doesn't. I hate that. But
gotcha.
um what do you like this is me and you and I again I
Yeah,
trust you completely. So I'm just
yes.
what's going on? Like what do you think? Like who do we trust? I trust Adam, I think
Yeah.
still.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, Brad. I told Adam because I thought Tina was a traitor, and I wasn't sure if you were too. But
Mm-hmm.
now that we know that Tina's a faithful, I know that your conversation with her
Yeah.
was great. And after you guys talking in front of everybody, I'm good with you and Adam. Like
I'm the same
100%.
way. I'm good with you
100%.
and I'm good with Adam. Like, and
Yeah.
I think I'm having to question everything else that I know.
Hmm.
I don't think like you and I are both. I've not played a Phil game before, and I've never played a Traitors game before. You've never played a game at all before.
No, not no.
These all these other people are like really, really
Yeah,
good. Like I love Anthony, but
yeah,
he's good. I'm just and I
yeah,
picked his name
yeah,
randomly, but like
yeah,
I do believe that I have to trust one of the vets, and I think it's Adam. I like him. So,
yeah, yeah. Same here. Same here.
but
The
I
the only thing that this makes me think like the narrative that someone knew Chell that played them all together, whatever. That's one of the big reasons too, other than like the whole you and Tina thing,
right.
that we went after Tina. Who else knew Chell from the mole? That maybe they knew that Tina was already loud and they wanted to frame her. That way we went to
So
roundtable.
Matt, this is who I think is not. I don't think Matt has ever played these kind of games like over here before. He's told me that. I'm taking him at his word.
Mhm.
You and me. So there's three people who are not in this in the
Yeah,
in this world, a Phil
yeah.
world. I don't know who else is not in the Phil world.
I don't think Victoria either.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. She's very quiet, but man, she's smart. She's very smart.
I was gonna say I also initially thought about Victoria, but I think it might just be the bigger rooms. Because I've talked to her like when it's like two or three, or maybe even four of us, like we've talked. And she has she is pretty smart. She has pretty good suspicions. She told me today about Tina, and how she probably was gonna vote for her. I agree. We talked that out. She also mentioned people from yesterday about the Caleb vote, which unfortunately was me, you, Adam, and then Matt. So like that was like, well, if it's anybody, it's not Adam for sure. But now, with you, I'm good with now, 100%. But I don't know. She's pretty smart. I can see it.
She'd be a
Yeah.
great trader. Like I don't think she is, but I think she'd be really good at it.
Yeah,
Just don't.
definitely good recruitment if she's not a field trader right now.
Yeah, I just don't know
Um,
who it is. Like
yeah.
I don't know. Again, I'm kind of. I feel like you and I are in the same boat where we're just like, what the heck is
Mhm.
going on? I just don't know.
Yeah.
I try.
I'm looking at names, by the way. I'm not ignoring you, I promise. I wrote
Good. No,
everybody's name down.
I was getting emails and stuff on my phone, so I I felt like I missed a bit again of tonight. But I I don't know. I
Mhm.
I'm glad that nobody got murdered. Really, I guess somebody will get murdered tomorrow.
Yeah. And
Um,
the reason why were you in the room?
yeah,
Um,
I was able to pop in, and he explained like how two people dropped out, and
oh,
yeah,
I forgot you were gone a long time. So we got to vote on who we wanted back in. And then essentially whoever the two players with the most votes got in. There was 6 votes for Patrice, and then there was 4 votes for Caleb, and then 1 vote for Chell.
really.
Yeah, my reasoning for voting for Patrice, although like
Mhm.
game wise, I felt like Patrice was is going to be the easiest one to tell if he could just come back as a traitor because he's so like well liked, he's kind. I feel like we'll notice a switch up in him if he comes back as a traitor.
I, I told Phil, and again, Phil's in this conversation. He didn't have time to
Oh,
tell me, but if he had asked me, I would have voted for Patrice, and it's just because the same thing. Like I like him. He's warm. He's kind, and
yeah.
yeah,
I told a couple people early in the game when we were talking about like, oh, who do we blah blah blah, and I was like, definitely not Patrice with his dogs. Like,
yeah,
and that's why the comment earlier with Anthony and Jonathan too. I was just like, that is kind of crazy if you were to swear, like, I don't know, because they have their dogs on a lot. So like I
yeah.
can see their logic in that thinking.
Yeah.
Um,
Again, I think I'm having to pull back, like, because the first night I was like, oh, I'll trust Jonathan, I'll trust whatever, and now I'm like, I believe you, and I believe Adam, and that is all
mhm,
I got.
same. I just want to be open and honest of other conversations I'm having. I'm also chatting with Victoria and Stick.
Okay.
I do believe that conversation stemmed though from this whole Tina thing
I'm also in a
because
conversation with Victoria and Stick.
say it again.
No, I'm sorry. I'm in his, who is it? Stick and not Victoria. It's somebody else. Sorry.
Mhm.
I was just telling you
You're
I was
fine.
also in a conversation.
No, you're fine. So essentially what happened is, what's today? Wednesday? It's on
Mhm.
Monday. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up.
No,
On Monday, we were in conversations, and Jonathan had just got. Oh wait, no, you were there. Yeah, you were there. Remember when Jonathan said, "Oh, isn't it suspicious that after the traders met, Tina's all of a sudden good with you?"
hmm
When I went to the next room, Victoria and Stick were talking, and they're, "Oh, what were you guys talking about the other room?" And I told them that they're, "Oh my God, we are thinking the same thing." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And so we were kind of talking that out or whatever, and that's kind of where our conversation stemmed from. So we're chatting a little bit. It's not a whole lot, but if I had to pick after you and Adam, I think Victoria and Stick seem pretty good. Um,
Yeah, I think so too. I think you're right.
Yeah. I'm just
Somebody
scared. Go ahead.
I was gonna say somebody was telling me today, and it may be you, that what is the girl's name who was sick, had the flu the first night?
Melissa.
Melissa. So I guess Stick and Melissa are both nurses,
Yes.
and maybe they know each other in real life because some people have seen some pictures and stuff like that.
Ooh.
Which is fine. Like that's great, but like it was interesting because I'm in a group with the two of them, but they wanted me to make it, and they were like, "Hey, have you talked to Stick much? What do you think? Do you like her?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay." Like obviously, I didn't even connect the fact that they're both nurses, but then again, and I didn't do it, but I think Adam is who told me like he looked on their pages and there's like a lot of connective, like they've just been together a lot in real life,
Between the two of them.
which is fine. Like
Interesting.
yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. If anything, I feel like if I don't know Phil very well. Sorry, Phil. But I feel like if I were Phil, I wouldn't make two people that were close together traitors.
yeah, but like they've done that on the traders. Like I agree with you, but they've kind of done that a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
well, I don't know. I mean, I still
Like
think,
two Survivor players.
yeah, like
That
two
may, okay,
survivor.
you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I, we got to just do something because I think we are kind of in trouble. Like, and I didn't think it was Tina tonight, but I just didn't know who else to write. And
Yeah.
I told Brandon I was going to write his name down because I didn't think anybody was going to
Mhm.
vote for him. And
Yeah.
I feel bad. I need to apologize to Victoria because I hope she doesn't care.
I mean, I think she gets it too. She voted for Matt the other day too. So it's like,
Yeah,
even if what she said was just, I don't know. I think you'll be fine. 'Cause at the end of the day, and I think I said this the other day, I don't know if you were in the room, like if you're not questioning everybody,
you're not doing your
you're
job.
not, you're not. And I feel like we should be looking at people who aren't questioning anybody. Because if you're, I don't know. Does that make
I,
sense?
no, it totally makes sense.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
agree.
And I even said like when as we get smaller, like everyone's name's gonna be out there. And
Yeah.
I am I gonna be a little hurt? Maybe eventually if it's me, but like it's the game and like I understand that like everyone's name is gonna come up eventually. So like
So we're down to
13. Hold on, we start with 14.
yeah, and then we lost Stick, and then we lost Tina, so we're down 12, and we're about to be down to 11 because somebody will get murdered tonight.
Hold on, 3, 11,
I think that's right, and if
12.
that's true,
Oh yes, I think so, yeah. Because we had 14, Chell got murdered,
mm,
Caleb got banished, Patrice got murdered, quote unquote, and then two of them entered, and then minus 12, no?
yeah,
Because it's Caleb and Tina. Oh, but then okay, I see what you're saying. Another person's getting murdered. I see what you're saying. So yes, we'll be down to 11 then after this.
right.
Um, isn't that
Yeah,
what we started with today?
I think we were at. I'm confused again because of the in and outs and all that stuff, but I believe that Chell is the only person who's really gone, and then we lost Tina, and that's it,
And
I think, because we
oh
lost
right, Kate
Patrice.
was back to right. Oh my God, yeah, we're back at okay, yeah. So we're back at 12, and then
We're about
someone's
to be
gonna
11.
die. We'll be at 211.
Yeah.
Got it.
Hmm.
Well, again, Adam, the two of you guys, I feel good about.
I feel the same.
Even better now, Brad. And again, I just want to be transparent because I don't want
No,
I said what the whole Tina situation was with you to other people, and I don't want people saying like, oh, well, Dana thought it was you. That
trust
happened.
you. No, it's good. We're good. I mean, at this point, like you have to decide you're gonna trust people, or you're
Yeah,
done. I trust you in and out.
yeah. I
But
I was looking at I'm assuming you watched the three US seasons of the Traitors.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And the Sandra theory.
Hmm.
And Sandra's like, you just got to get a group and then get further because even if we do banish a traitor, they're probably gonna be able to recruit anyway.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
so why don't we just like figure out who we really, really trust and then try to move forward and just hope that none of us get murdered?
Really smart. Yeah, I'm down for that. Like, and that
Yeah,
makes sense. Like you said, they're gonna probably recruit. I kind of now under the theory that maybe there's less traders than I thought. Like at first I thought there's three, but now I'm wondering like if there's two or one.
I don't know if you were there. It's so hard to remember, but I actually thought there was four
Oh
because
wow.
so I didn't think that initially.
Hmm.
But then when Phil said two people are coming back into the game, I was like, would it make sense? Because I feel like if there were four and then we had planned on somebody being banished tonight and there's three left now with 11 people, like I feel like that's a pretty big a probability.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, buddy. I don't know.
It's a lot. It's there's a lot of red
Glad that
herrings.
we
There's a
got
lot
this
of
chance. I'm glad we got this chance just to be the
no,
two.
yeah, yeah, same here. I'm glad we haven't gotten full 30 seconds. Well, hi Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan.
Hi.
How are you?
Hey, Adam.
Good.
Hello. How are you guys?
Very cool. Hi. I'm gonna
Hi.
put you guys on mute and
Muted.
We're all here. Is this where Claudia says goodnight to us?
He better be wearing that wig that I asked him to wear.
Shh.
No wig, no wig, no wig.
Not
Oh,
yet.
but you have Alexander, right, making guest appearance?
Shut up.
Yes, right over here.
Thank you.
Players, that is it for tonight. A quick recap on all of your night 3 drama. Patrice was murdered, but a twist in the game gave Chell, Caleb, and Patrice a chance to return, with Patrice and Caleb returning. $45 is currently sitting in the prize pot. Patrice and Caleb are safe from murder tonight and will learn their roles, and they will give another player a secret shield. Each of them will.
Oh, wow.
Brandon played his super shield and is also safe from murder tonight. How will the Traitors navigate during tonight's activities? You and Faithful, you have banished yet another Faithful, and another murder attempt may take place tonight. Day 3 has been quite the day. I hope you all have aspirin. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.